Quora Questions. My son got an A in his AP Spanish 4 class, yet when I ask him to speak Spanish for me, he can't say anything. Should I be mad at the teacher or my son? I'm preparing an email now for the teacher, and I am ready to send it if I feel it's necessary. A typical parent asks their teenage child, "What did you learn in school today?" A typical child answers, "Nothing." There's probably little interest in providing any recap or reflection or debriefing of their partial synthesis of what happened. During the unfinished work exposes them to the worst of possible critics, before they are comfortable with the impact of that synthesis on their developing identity.
It's a curated word salad plucked from a sea of data to sound deliberate.
You requested a performance akin to what a ticket holder at SeaWorld expects from a trained seal. Not only did you want a performance, you left it up to him to come up with the one trick that would most impress you. Where were you over the last 4 years? Haven't you thought to ask, how do you ask for a table before at a restaurant? Or any number of queries. What time is it in Spanish? How do you explain and name the family tree? Siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. Do you know what books he read in Spanish as homework or term assignments? How did that go? If you really wanted a train seal act, give him something as an incentive. Spring break. Tell him, place reservations for 2 rooms, 4 nights in Cancun at a hotel on the beach, in Spanish, and we'll celebrate the A. Now, I actually took Spanish when I was in high school, and a lot of what he's saying here is actually true, so let me expound on it. There's nothing that builds confidence and understanding and fluency in a language than having to use it in real life. You see, I ran into the same problem. My dad would ask me what I learned in Spanish, and I wouldn't tell him very much. I'd say we probably learned to conjugate some verbs, or just sit there and give him the proverbial "I don't remember." And so he quickly got me to learn how to use Spanish in the field, so to speak. Whenever we go to Spanish restaurants and we have a obviously Hispanic server, he would have me order their entire meal in Spanish. And sometimes he would even get complicated items on purpose just to make me translate live. For us, it was typically something like, "Queremos 3 nachos grandes con pollo, 1 con jalapeños, y 2 con guacamole, y crema adicional en los 3. See, having to do simple things like that on a regular basis for your child will mean the world for their language understanding and for their confidence. And considering that the child in the example was able to get all the way up to Spanish 4 without being able to do an on-the-spot trained seal performance, as he might say, I actually think it's a little bit more than a lack of confidence issue and a severe lack of practical application issue. He should have been able to at least say, even sarcastically, "No aprendí absolutamente nada." But the fact he just came up with nothing, yeah, I will work on that with him. Follow me for more Quora questions.